Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litza and this is Coco and this is our podcast number 15. Thank you so much for joining us everybody. We have a few finished objects to show you today, some works in progress or some whips, and just a few other little exciting things along the way. So thank you for joining us. Sit back. I hope you've got something to crochet or you're just relaxing with a cup of coffee or something that you're enjoying this evening or this morning or this afternoon, whatever time you may be viewing our little podcast. Coco is ready for her afternoon tea. She's scanning on the table to see where I've left it. So I will get it for her now. She's got some chicken today, which she absolutely loves. So I'll just pop it on the floor with her and I'll be right back. Thank you so much for that. So let's get started. First of all, I hope you've all had a wonderful week. I certainly have. I'm lucky enough to still be on holidays. So I'm enjoying a week of crochet and just some catching up with some friends, which has been wonderful. So let's get started with our finished objects. So I'm going to show you some beanies that I made using the Ogos that I purchased in that huge haul for $1.50 each. I bought some previously, I think $3 and $5, but this is from my $1.50 each one. So this is the colorway blush and it comes with all these colors, and I did create 2 beanies from each Ogo that I show you. And I'm just going to give you a little heads up. I'm going to be doing a little mini series on Ogos. What can I make from one Ogo, for example, and I'll have a little series going so that it'll be a fun way to showcase the Ogos, use the Ogos that I have, and maybe give you guys some ideas on what you could be creating with your Ogos. Now these are all 100% acrylic. With this thickness, it's a chunky yarn. I used a 6.5 millimeter hook, which is what is recommended. And I have to say, I'm using my clover hook, which is like the plastic one, not the metal end, the metal hook, and it just glides with this yarn. It's like like a match made in heaven. They're perfect for each other. So I've really enjoyed, using this yarn with that hook. From each Ogo, I managed to create 2 beanies, and I'll show you the ones that I made with this colorway, which is, as we said, First Blush. And I've got my little mannequin here to help, our little head. So this one, I just did a little bit of color work. So I started off, with 5 rounds of increasing for the top of the head. And then I worked down another 5 rows and then 2 rows for the ribbing or, the edge of the hat. So that's that one. And then from the same Ogo, I managed to make this beanie. Now this one, again, has the 5 rows increasing and the 5 rows down. But what I've done here is I did 1 row of double crochet, and this is all US terminology, and then a row of the beautiful cross stitch. Now, because you work upside down, it almost looks like a V now, but I'm not sure if you can see it very well, but it's a beautiful stitch. And then again, the 2 rows of the ribbing. So 1 front post and 1 double crochet, creating this little ribbing effect. So they were both from that first Ogo. And I have to tell you that each hat or each beanie is about 70 odd grams, so under 75 grams. So I still have this much left from that Ogo. Now what I'm planning to do is collect all the leftovers from each Ogo that I use and then create some sort of scrap project. I'm not sure yet what it will be, but something, definitely something. Now the other one that I used is this colorway, and I think it's Baga, B-A-G-A. I can't pronounce it 100%, but I think I was corrected last time, and I think that's how I was told to say it. Another beautiful collection of colors, and with this one I made these beanies. So let me just show you. And these ones I used the puff stitch, and I absolutely love them. I hope you do too. So again, the 5 rows increasing with the double crochets to create the top of the hat, and then I did the 5 rows alternating puff stitch and half double crochet, and then the 2 rows for the ribbing. I love that one. And I also managed to get another one, which I thought that possibly creating the puff stitch would be a bit of a yarn eater, but I think it's a little bit lumpy and bumpy, but you get the idea. When I here we go, sorry, the puff stitches and the double crochets and the ribbing. When I weighed them, they actually ended up being pretty much, I'll just pop that up there for us to see. When I weighed them, they were still pretty much the same amount of grams per beanie. I think the one with the puff stitch was, I think, only 2 or 3 grams difference, so a little bit heavier. So again, I was left over with this much yarn. This colour, I didn't even go into it at all. So I've got this much yarn to play with. So my scrap bin is starting to grow a little bit again, which is fine because, you know, we always need scraps, especially if we're creating, you know, amigurumis, which one day I will be for sure. That's a goal for this year. So they're the beanies, and great thing is I have 2 giant ball bands for my little bag that I'm collecting the ball bands for the year. So they're 4 finished objects, and I do have a plan for all the makes that I'm making as well. I won't just be putting them to the side. They won't be going to waste, so I will be, you know, letting you know what's going to be happening with all those in the near future. Now, another finished object I'm so excited about is that I finished that little Anyway Filet blanket. So I'll just show it to you here. For anyone that didn't see our last podcast, first of all, please go ahead and see it. But here it is here, this beautiful baby blanket. And I used the pattern by Fiber Spider, and I used the 8-ply yarn, the Marvel 8-ply yarn. It's 100% acrylic. I did use a 4mm hook, and I ended up using a whole ball, well, pretty much a whole ball, the one that I started last time. So this is all that I have left from the little ball. So that means I have 2 more ball bands for my bag that I'm collecting ball bands for 2023, and a little tiny bit of white to put in my, you know, my scrap bin. So I can't wait to use that as well. But most importantly, I know that I have another beautiful baby blanket now to give to someone who has a beautiful little baby in the near future. So I was very, very pleased with that. So that was a whip that I had carried over from last year, and I don't know if you remember, and if you haven't seen it, go and see our video, which is pretty much whips, finish, or frog. And this is one that I absolutely wanted to finish, and I can tick that one off the list. I think I had about 15 to do, 14, so that's 2 that I finished, or including the shawl that I made finished last week. So that was you know, really satisfying to get that done. Now, works in progress, so whips, actual whips now. I'm not sure if you guys remember me speaking about one of my goals for the year was to finish one of the Crochet Society Christmas cows, because I had purchased the one for 2021 and 2022. So I'm going to work backwards. So I've got the first 2 squares, or the first 2 days of the 2022 cow. This is a beautiful square, and it uses front posts all the way around, all in the one color. Very, very nice square. And then there's this lovely one which uses color work, and you create the little love hearts. So that's 2 down and 23 to go, plus putting them all together. So I'm pretty excited about that. Or is it 24 in total squares and 1 day to join them? I can't remember, but you know, I will keep you updated with that. So that was very satisfying once again to say, oh, okay, I've actually started this. Maybe I'll have it finished before 2023 Christmas cow comes out from Crochet Society. So watch this space. Let's see how we go. So that's pretty much most of the crocheting that I've done this week. I have started out a few other little things, and I'll show you one in a moment. But before we go to that, I just want to remind everybody that our Cow 2023, so our Crochet Along February's colours and stitch for anyone who's joining in creating the stitch sampler blanket with me, is coming out on the 21st of January, this Saturday. So look out for that. There'll be a little video, with the colours that are going to be selected, and also a separate video tutorial on the stitch that we'll be creating for February as well. So look out for those. They'll be coming very, very soon as well. And speaking of the cow, we have been very lucky, and I'll pop my glasses on because I really need to get all of this information correct. No more bloopers this week. We've been very lucky. Some more people have been showcasing their work on our Instagram hashtag Coco's Crochet Cal 2023, so go along and have a look at those. But some people have already also emailed me, so I'd love to showcase their work, and we're very, very lucky that some of them even sent photos of their fur babies. So without further ado, let me open up the photos and show you all. Well, I'll give you some stats and let you know who sent them to us. So as always, very, very grateful to get them. So this one, so look at the colors in this. Isn't that magnificent? Oh, I don't really want everything else on there. Apologies that my camera today, there you go. You can see it up close. It's beautiful. And that comes to us from Steph. And she said that she has started off with our foundation chain of 120 stitches. Now wait till you see her boys, her little fur babies. So this little one is, let me get it right. So the tabby is Azzy, A-Z-I. Oh, again, apologies for the glare, but look at him. Let me see if I can zoom in on his little sleepy head with all of his toys next to him. How gorgeous. And he is almost 10 years old. And then his brother is, look at this gorgeous guy. Let me zoom in on him. So this one, there you go. Oh, there he is. Too cute. And his name is Otis, O-T-I-S. And he is almost 12 years old. So isn't that wonderful for all of us and Coco making two brand new friends? And then we have, Shirley has sent us her. Let me do it this way so you can see it better. There you go, up close. Beautiful selection of, the shades of the colors that we used. And Shirley's from Western Australia, which is awesome, a fellow Aussie. And she says that, let me get to the next photo because she has sent one more for us while I get the stats up. How beautiful is that? So Shirley said that she has cast on 152 stitches. Or, started off with a chain of 152 stitches. She's doing 8 rows and is using a 6.5 millimeter clover hook. And she also has this beautiful fur baby to share with us. Another friend. Look at those eyes. And this is their cat, Emily. So thank you so much. And we do have one more to share. And this beautiful blanket, there, that way. Look at the colors. Oh, gorgeous. And this beautiful blanket comes from Sally. She's doing 12 rows and she has a starting chain of 210 centimeters because she wants to make this as big as she can to keep her 88-year-old mum warm as she feels the cold. How wonderful is that? I think that is so amazing. So thank you, all of you, Steph, Shirley and Sally, all the S's today, for sending those beautiful photos across to us and, allowing me to share them with everybody because it just gives us that little bit of inspiration. And again, the most important thing is the community feel that we get, when we share our work. I understand if you don't want to, but I really appreciate it when you do. So please keep them coming or go across to Instagram if you want to do it that way. Any which way you choose is fine by all of us. So thank you again for sharing. Now, that's pretty much it as much as, what's going on here. But I just want to let you know that my friends Mike and Sam from Manfors Makes have been doing what's called Tile of the Week Thursday. And every Thursday they've been showcasing a tile from this book. Now, this book came to me yesterday. Coincidentally, it was Thursday here in Sydney, Australia, the day that they, put out the latest tile. And I was getting such FOMO that I needed to join their organic cal because it wasn't a cal as such. All Sam did when she got this book as a gift, she just said, I'm going to commit to one tile a week. Now, they're up to tile 25, which is when I'm hopping on. So this is the tile that they're making is called the Calypso tile. And I will just show it to you there so I can make sure that you don't see the pattern. But the reason why I want to do this is not only, you know, support my friends and join in the fun, and I highly recommend that you go across. I think she has a playlist with all the tiles. She's got so much. She has like a video every day anyway, her and Mike. A lot of them, they do them together, but go and watch them all. Amazing content. But if you just want to have a look at this to get a little taste, they're gorgeous. It's a lot of fun, and a lot of people now have joined in. So she's just calling it her little cowl. This is what I've made from the one that we've just started. Literally just started last night. But the great thing about it, it's another stash buster. So this time round, I'm using all my 8-ply yarn, or what's that, DK weight yarn, because I've got quite a bit of this. I don't know if you remember, there was a wall behind me full of it. So I really do need to get into the balls that I've started using, and then, you know, get through as many as I can. And this is a 2-year-long project. So I'm only jumping in now a quarter of the way in. So it's going to be a lot of fun to be able to do this with Sam and Mike. I absolutely love the idea. Another community based crochet project. It is a lot of fun, and I've been watching them every week in awe of what they've been creating. And as she says, you know, there's no pressure for any of us that jump on at any time to create them from the beginning, but if we choose to, we absolutely can. So let's see how we go. I don't want to make any promises either, but I just wanted to let you know that that is available for you if you wanted to go across and, you know, hang out with Sam and Mike, especially on a Thursday night, and watch, you know, Tile of the Week Thursday episode and join in the fun. If you may even already have that book, or you may just want to watch and see what they're creating. And that's how I started. And then, like I said, I was getting total FOMO, fear of missing out. I just wanted to be a part of the fun, and so I've jumped on board. So I'll be starting from tile number 25, and I don't know what's going to happen with the ones before, but if and when I have time, I'll try to catch up as well. And like Sam keeps saying, there's absolutely no pressure for anyone to do anything other than joining the fun. So that's pretty much what's going on around here at the moment. I am working on a community project. I'm just finalizing some details, and then I'll give you some information on that. Hopefully I'll be starting that, you know, within the next week or by the end of the month, so that it's a 3-month project. So that's something that I'm getting very excited about. So as soon as I have more details, I'll give them to you. So other than that, like I said, we've had a really nice chilled week. I wanted to also say thank you to everyone who participated in our Ask Me Anything Q&A. That was released yesterday. Anybody that hasn't seen that video, please go ahead and watch it. It was a great opportunity for me to be able to share myself and Coco and our crochet journey with you all, and by doing that I got a lot of interaction from all of you. So now I know where you've come from and where you're at with your crochet journey as well. Until I can do lives, I thought it was the next best thing. So thank you to everybody who sent questions and everybody who's watched us answer them. We really do appreciate it, and maybe we could do something like that in the future, you know, with some other topics. So that was a wonderful experience this week as well. You know, just looking forward to the next week. I'm just going to continue powering through the whips that I bought across from last year. Might be able to create something new. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the little thing that's going around now. A lot of the YouTubers are doing the, you know, showing off their amigurumi makes and their books. I do have a lot of books, and I do have a couple of little things to show, so I might be putting that together as well. So I do have a lot of ideas in my mind. As always, I'm so excited about, you know, us being together, and I'm trying to offer you as much content as I can. So thank you to everybody that keeps on coming back to hang out with us. We really appreciate it. And since our last podcast, we've had some new friends join us. So it's getting bigger and bigger, our little friends and family circle. So thank you, everybody. Coco and I really do appreciate every single one of you. So thank you so much. And please, continue to come and visit, because we love it when you do. So I hope you all got some crochet time in as well, and you've had some time to rest and relax, because we all need to do that. And we shall see you all very soon in another video. Bye everyone. Take care for now.